So then, to wrap up 2015 on this channel, I thought it'd be a great idea to show every vinyl record I've bought which came out in the year 2015. Hello, Son, and yes guys, welcome to another video. Now then, as I said, today I'm going to be going over all of my vinyl records which I purchased which came out in the year 2015. So before we get started, I'll just say I've been up really early this morning working and my voice is just not cooperating well again. But you know, I've said that in the last couple videos, my voice just hasn't been holding up well lately. But people have been saying that it seems fine on camera, so it just feels a bit weird for me, feels a bit croaky, so I don't think it'll be too bad. Got really good lighting today, so I thought I'd pull myself over and sit in front of my records for this video as we're talking about music. And yeah, I've got a massive pile about this big, so I'm not going to spend too long on each album. Now then, I'm pretty sure all of these come out in 2015. I'm doing reissues as well, just vinyl records in general, which I've bought, which have been released in 2015. And there's a couple here which I'm not sure about. I've been looking online, and they're reissues. I've been looking online, but anyway, we'll get to them, So then I got, I don't know, a pile of about 30 here, I think, 30 records, something like that. Very mixed, big mixture, a lot of reissues of older artists, and we got some newer artists from 2015. And I got one 7-inch to show, so let's crack right down with it. So the 7-inch which I got to show, you know, big Star Wars fan, there we are, there's my Force Awakens t-shirt. Absolutely love the new film, by the way, so if you guys haven't seen that, go see it. They put out a soundtrack for the animated series Rebels, which I also really love, and it's just a little picture disc here. I'll just pull it out of the sleeve so you can see it a bit more clearer. So you can see one of the original Stormtroopers there in animated form, and he just looks really badass there. And then on the back here we've got Ezra Bridger, Chopper, and I forget the Jedi's name in this series, but we got the Jedi in there as well. And it is limited to 3,500 copies, as you can see there, and I got 576, so a pretty good number there. And you know, it's a great series. I like the music in it, I guess. It's not as good as Clone Wars, or obviously the films, because the films has John Williams, of course. But, you know, it's still worth picking up, I'd say, because it's Star Wars. So, yeah, thrilled to have that. So now we're going to move on to the 12-inch vinyls. Now, they're not roughly in any order. They're roughly in alphabetical, because I kind of went along and just pulled them off my shelf one at a time. But a couple of them I missed, so they're not in... they're not complete alphabetical order, but they are roughly in that type of order. So anyway, we're going to kick off with a reissue here, which was VCLT from my very, very good friend in the US, James Larpham, so shout out to you, James. And of course, I haven't shown this on my channel before, so this will be in my next final update, because it's a recent VCLT from James. But I'll do all the shout outs and whatnot in there for you, James, and we'll go into detail on it more in that video, as it will be the vinyl update. But it is the live album which Eric Clapton was in, which is really cool. The Howlin' Wolf sessions, of course, and it's brilliant, this, because if I read the sticker out, which you get on here, so Record Store Day one, where am I going from? Which bit am I reading? Okay, newly remastered, limited edition, 180 gram black vinyl, numbered out of 3,500, official 2015 Record Store Day Black Friday section. And it also says here that this is identical to the original. So if you took the sticker off, you would not know. It has the same kind of texture to feel to the cover. Absolutely beautiful. The record inside is just exactly the same, but I'll show it all in the my vinyl update in more detail. But I got a high number on this one, but it doesn't matter too much. So that's a really cool record there. And now moving on, this is probably my favourite compilation from the man now, because this was fantastic. This is Forever Man, the Eric Clapton compilation, and this one here just really covers all of the good stuff. If you don't know too much on Eric Clapton, I'd say buy this one, because I think his later career is better, to be honest, and everyone hears his early career. And, you know, his early career isn't for everyone, but if you listen to his later stuff from the 90s and 2000s, it's really stunning work. And this compilation really covers a lot of it on the second vinyl. where you get Change the World, They Call Me the Breeze, Travelling Alone, Revolution, Circus. You know, there's some fantastic stuff on here. Double vinyl, really well done. So I really recommend this to anyone. And then of course we've got the Slow Hand Live at 70s, at 70 vinyl. Triple vinyl here, Eric live at the Royal Albert Hall. I showed this in my last vinyl update, so if you want to see this in detail, go check it out there, because this is a beautiful pressing. Really is, really well done. Okay, next one up is of course Coldplay's new album. And beautiful, beautiful artwork on this one, I must say. You can actually change the cover about here yourself, as it's a die cut, and it's pressed on a blue and like a pinkish vinyl. So really well done. Have yet to hear this, so I need to get on with that and definitely jump on it. But you know, from what I've heard, it's a pretty good album, and a lot of people think it's their last one, so it sounds like they've done a good job going out with a bit of a bang there. Okay, another reissue here from the man, Eric Clapton, in Derek and the Dominoes here, back to black pressing here. Now, this album here didn't really need remastering because there's so many beautiful pressings of it on CD where it sounds amazing. But vinyl-wise, I'm pretty sure this is one of the first reissues we've got of it on vinyl. And this one needed a reissue on vinyl. Because, you know, this is one of my favourite albums ever, if I'm being honest. And the originals just always sounded a bit flat. They sounded a bit like they needed tweaking up a bit. So they've done that with this one, and it sounds fantastic. So it's nice to have a nice sounding vinyl pressing of that. Next one up, okay, this one here, I wasn't, you know, I bought this being, wanting to support the artist more than anything, and trying to stay, well, I'm not complete, but I've got quite a few on this artist, so it's just trying to stay up to date with him, and this wasn't really a very good album. We got Bob Dylan's Shadows in the Nights. I didn't really care for this album too much, but anyway, I know a lot of people did like it, so hey. Next one up, this is a bootleg, and this one might have been late 2014. Well, the concert took place on the 14th of September 2014, but I'm pretty sure I remember buying this in early 2015, so I'm going to hold it up anyway. Fingers crossed it was a 2015 release. Jeff Lynne live at Hyde Park, which is really cool. It is a bootleg. It's on that label there, whatever this is, the wizard type looking label. And it's a blue and red vinyl pressing on that one, so really nice again. And here's an album which has just taken everyone by storm this year. I think everyone who's been buying new music this year has just loved this record. So this is Father John Misty's I Love You Honey Bear. Again, James Arvin, shout out to you, buddy. You know, I remember he was so into it. He bought a few people it as a VCLT because he wanted people to hear it so much. And I remember when he said, hey, I'm going to send this record your way because I want you to hear it. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. And I remember putting it on and I was just blown away by it, James. Your recommendation's always the best, buddy, because I remember putting this on and I was like, wow, thank God you told me about it, because I'm really pleased I didn't miss this album. So fantastic. And again, I've got to give you another shout out here, James, because here's another, an artist which you got me into about a year ago with her first 3 albums, and her 4th album came out this year. And that is, of course, Melody Gardot. This is her 4th album, Currency of Men. Really good album. I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure I'd say it's my favourite, because I know it's your favourite first, James. But I'd probably say it's my 2nd favourite. I still like her 2nd album. The name's escaping me. I'm sorry. But I'd say it's my 2nd favourite from her, but it's fantastic. The opening song, Don't Misunderstand. Masterpiece, masterpiece. So, really nice one there. And, oh, hang on. Sorry, folks. Records all deciding to fall down here. Oh, there they go. Can you hear them? Oh, okay. Alright. Stay. So the next one up, again, is another newer artist, Jose Gonzalo here. I listened to this one twice. It was really good, really enjoyable, kind of bit more of a punkish album here, I felt. Well, not really punkish, I'd say more pop, really, but it's a bit more of an upbeat one than Father John Misty and Melody Gardot. But good album, good album. Wouldn't say it's one of my favourites this year, though. Okay, so then the next one up is a really special one for me, because big Genesis fan. I love Genesis. They're a fantastic band. I love all of their stages, from Peter Gabriel to Steve Hackett to Phil Collins. It's all great in my mind. So it was really nice to get Steve Hackett's new album signed, which was very, very well done, I think, this album. I love the cover. It's on a blue vinyl, signed, you know, just fantastic. So happy to have that one. And then here we've got one of our very own VC members here, Derek Higgins, Myths and Relics. A really beautiful pressing. Derek, I don't know where you get your vinyls done, mate, but your vinyls always have the most beautiful pressings. Flyover was just one of the most stunning records I've ever had. And, you know, this one here, just good follow-up, definitely. Well, of course, we had, the name's escaping me. Hang on, what we got? We got Murphy in Between, which was also fantastic. But this one here, you know, fantastic pressing there. And I can't wait to see what your next one's going to look like. Okay, so the next one up has to be one of my favourite albums of 2015. I absolutely love this. Dinah Krall's Wallflower. Now, Dinah Krall I love. I've really been into Dinah Krall the last couple years. I think ever since she done that Kiss on the Bottom album with McCartney, she kind of just got in my mind a bit again. It was like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy some of her stuff. So recently I've just picked up a few of her albums, and her new one is just fantastic. She does some brilliant covers of Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word, I'm Not in Love. You know, just some fantastic stuff on here, so really worth checking out. And here we have what could be my favourite album of the year. This was fantastic. The Lone Bellows, Then Came the Morning. Now this was just so enjoyable. And my auntie's boyfriend also really likes them as well. And I remember he was watching them on Jules Holland. And he comes to me one evening when we went out to dinner somewhere. He says, you know, that Lone Bellow group, have you heard of them? I'm like, yeah, their new album was fantastic. And he was, you know, we were just chatting about them for ages. He was saying the same things. You know, they were fantastic on Jules Holland. And we were just talking about this album, kind of dissecting it together. And it was, you know, it's such a cool album. Just don't fancy the cover much on it. But other than that, great album, great band. Okay, so now we're getting on to what... It's between this and Lone Bellow for my favourite album of the year. I do lean towards Lone Bellow a bit more. But this is probably... This guy is in my top 3 artists, so I have to be a bit biased towards him because this album here really was brilliant. Fantastic comeback for the one and only Jeff Lynne. So here we are with Jeff Lynne's ELO, Alone in the Universe. Now, I have done a review of this if you're interested, and this was a fantastic album. Absolutely brilliant. When I was a boy, it was fantastic. In my review, I did say there was one song I didn't really care for too much. And I really do love it now. So I kind of want to take back what I said about Ain't It a Drag. Really into that song at the minute, Ain't It a Drag. Fantastic. And then, of course, we got One Step at a Time, the actual track Alone in the Universe. It's just such a good album, this. Fantastic comeback from. And then here we're on to my McCartney stuff now. So I've got quite a few reissues here to show from McCartney. So I've got The Family Way, which was a record store day item. Still got mine sealed, because I don't think I'm going to play it, so I'm just leaving that one sealed. Okay, another one which just come out on Black Friday, which again... My fantastic friend in the VC over in America got me, James Larbham, so another big thank you to you, buddy. But I'm going to do all the shout-outs and stuff in the vinyl updates, as I said, but still got to put your name out there, buddy. It's the Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson Say, Say, Say. Now, as I say in my next vinyl update, I'll go over it in more detail, but this one's on really nice colour vinyl. Beautiful pressing, love the cover. That's much better than the original cover for the single, to be honest, so beautiful there. Thank you so much, James. Really appreciate that one. And then, of course, the McCartney Archives. We all have loads of fun with the McCartney Archives. They're brilliant. And his latest 2 did not fail to disappoint. They were fantastic. So we got Tug of War here. Epic 1980s, 82 I believe, album. Which has been remastered beautifully on double vinyl. Load of bonus tracks. Sounds fantastic. And then here, of course, we have Pipes of Peace, which a lot of people were a bit... skeptical about. You know, why is he doing Pipes of Peace? It's not one of his best albums. And I'm not going to lie, I was like that before the album came out. I was like, why is he doing this one? And then I heard it and I'm like, wow, they really did improve that one. I didn't realise that the album needed remastering so badly. So, fantastic job on that one as well, Paul. Okay, what we got next? Oh, okay, carrying on with our Beatles theme at the minute, I guess. Here is... Ringo Starr's Postcards from Paradise. Now, I bought it trying to support Ringo, but again, very similar feelings as to what I had towards the new Bob Dylan album. Just very disappointing, really. And unfortunately, I know that there are the Beatles fans who actually enjoyed Ringo's most recent attempt to make an album. But for me, I really liked Why Not, and 2012 was okay. It's like, why not? Good comeback for Ringo. 2012, not a bad follow-up. Postcards from Paradise is just falling below them two. It seems like he's getting a little bit worse each time. So, you know, it's not a bad attempt of an album. It's not his worst album. But if this is the direction Ringo's going, I really am kind of worried to see what he's going to do next. But I like the cover. Okay, so the next one up. Now, this one here I wasn't sure about. I think this is a reissue. Now, this is a compilation which came out in 2007, I believe. And it's got reissued in 2015, I believe, on clear vinyl. So I think this is a reissue. But if it's not, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm going to hold it up anyway. The Stevie Nicks Crystal Visions, The Very Best Of compilation. So, yeah, I mean, it's I'm not really too sure about that one. So, we'll put that one down pretty quick. But the next one up, oh, this is beautiful album cover. Again, James Latham, wouldn't have this one without you too, buddy, because, you know, he helped me get this one as well, and recommended it, so, brilliant. Vinyl Williams, look at that cover. I mean, wow, just look at that. That's amazing. And the colour vinyl on here. You know, I wasn't going to pull vinyl out to show you in these videos, because I wanted to talk about the music. But I am going to pull this one out, because this one's stunning. And there's the gatefold as well. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is a debut album. Fantastic. Inner sleeves. Look at that. Just look at that. I mean, wow. I've never seen such a good looking record. And for it to be his debut album is amazing. And the music on it is fantastic as well. So, yeah, really, really excited to have that. Okay, so we put that one away. And the next one up, where are we going now? Okay, so we're on to my soundtracks now. About 7 soundtracks, I think, here to show. So, first up is going to be the Game of Thrones Season 5. Yep, Season 5 soundtrack. You guys know me, love a bit of Game of Thrones as well. One of my favourite TV series. It's up there with Black Sails and Sherlock and the rest of them. But, yeah, fantastic there. And then, of course, they also brought out Season 3, because they skipped Season 3 and 2 for some reason. They haven't done Season 2 yet, but I'm hoping they're going to go back to it soon. And this one's on, like, a blood splatter vinyl, which is beautiful. Oh, there goes the rest of the vinyls. Oh, they want to fall over on my wooden floor. Next one up, another beautiful pressing here, Record Store Day. Not Record Store Day, but this one was very limited, I know that. This is the Mad Max soundtrack, Fury Road. Beautiful, beautiful pressing again there. And then another reissue here, because I'm pretty sure on the back of this one it says 2011. So I'm pretty sure this is a reissue, because I'm pretty sure I remember it being a pre-order, this one. The Sherlock soundtrack, and the music in Sherlock is fantastic, and I love Sherlock, so this was a must-get for me. And what we got left? Okay, so then we got 4 of these kind of picture discs in these clear bag sleeves here. And now one of them I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this first one come out in 2015. Because I could not find anywhere online the actual release date for this one. But I'm going to hold it up anyway. And this is my favourite animated film ever. This is my favourite Disney film. I would put this in my top 10 films. I love it. And this is the child in me speaking. I am not ashamed, I'm not embarrassed to say how much I love this film. The Lion King. Absolutely love this film. So the soundtrack to it was a must-get. You know, you got Elton John on it, and the music is just fantastic. Hakuna Matata, Circle of Life. You know, there's some fantastic stuff on here. So really pleased to own this one. Oh, okay, put that one down there then. And then next one up, I know these 3 come out in 2015. So here is the Pixar soundtrack to Toy Story. Really cool. I like this one a lot. The only problem is it has all the songs you want. I'll Go Sailing No More, Strange Things, When She Loved Me, Woody's Roundup, We Belong Together. But then the other track on there, You've Got a Friend in Me. You all know that one from Toy Story. I mean, come on. They put the Spanish one on it from the third film. Why? I don't get it. I mean, if you read it, it's got written underneath it, just here. Parallel Buzz Espanol. Why can't they just put the normal version on there? So I'm not sure about that one, but other than that, that soundtrack's great. Now I'm such a big Disney fan, and my sister absolutely loved this film, and I quite like this film. It was a good little kind of Disney girly film, I must admit. I mainly just bought it because I like the film. The music in it is okay, I guess. Very High School Musical-ish, so I don't really want to say I like it too much. But it's the soundtrack to Tangled. So, very fun film, really enjoyed it. So, yeah. And whoop, look at that, we've made it. 20 minutes, just over. 20 minutes, and we've actually made it for all the soundtracks. Last one here again, and again, James Artham, huge thank you, because this one here, another Record Store Day one. And you know, I can't get to Record Store Day, because there's no record stores near me. I'm always busy, you know me, I'm you know, at my sixth form 5 days a week, weekends I'm just working, so I don't get a chance to go to record stores anymore, really. Let alone Record Store Day, they're just out for me. So I really do owe it to you, James, you know, I've been such a fantastic friend. Helping me get all the Record Store Day stuff, which I can't get. So yeah, another huge thank you here, because this one was a must-have for me. Because I really do like The Walking Dead. Gone off it a little bit in its later seasons. It's got a little bit weak, I think. But you know, I loved season 1 through 4. Season 1 through 4 of The Walking Dead was awesome. So you know, I just really want to stay up to date with The Walking Dead stuff, because I loved them first 4 seasons. So it's so nice of you to help me get this, James. So I really appreciate it, buddy. So yeah, that's it. That's all the vinyls from 2015 which I own. I'm pretty sure I probably skipped 1 or 2. But anyway, I hope I remembered most of them there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, and I hope you all have a fantastic New Year's as well. Go see Star Wars and enjoy the weekend. See you later, guys. Bye.